The question you get asked whenever you meet someone for the first time. So, what do you do? I can't tell you the amount of times I've been asked that question. I can't tell you the amount of times I'll probably get asked that question in the future. And every time I get asked that question, I can't help but just sort of sigh inside because I know what they're really asking is, what's your job, right? What do you do for work? And to me, that's just a hard question to answer, right? Because I don't know about you, but from my experience, both in my current day job and having spoken to my friends, peers, people older than me and whatnot, literally former coworkers of mine in my first job, and it's so blatantly obvious to me that they don't enjoy their work. They don't enjoy what pays the bills. Yet that's the question we ram down everyone else's throat. It's why, right? Like, why are we so conditioned and prone to asking this question? And when I think about it, it's because we grow up in a society, we're raised in a way, we're taught in a way where we're supposed to define ourselves by labels, by what we do, right? What we study, where we're from. But none of those things are really uniquely you, right? They may have shaped your experience in some way, like that I won't dispute, but they're not you, right? And that's kind of the problem, right? Is that we're asking people this question that in most cases, their answer doesn't actually tell you who they are. I feel like it's a pretty important, you know, point when you're trying to really get to know someone for the first time. And it's so interesting to me because when you ask someone what they do, you're basically just asking them to see their LinkedIn profile, to see their resume, to see something, right? But you don't feel it. That's the difference, right? So when you want to form a meaningful connection with somebody, when you really want to know someone for who they are, at their core, you feel it in their presence. You feel it not when they talk about what they do, but rather what they care about. So whenever someone asks me that question, what do you do? I answer, I have what pays the bills, and I have what I care about. And to no fail, people always gravitate towards that second piece. They ask, okay, so what is it that you care about? And that's when I light up. That's when I feel it in my heart. I'm not just reading off a fact sheet. I'm not reading or telling people facts that they could see. I'm telling them about what I care about, what I value. Because your values are shaped by your experiences, right? It may include where you're from or what you've done for work and so on and so forth. But your values, they're a byproduct of all of that. Your values shape your character, and your character is ultimately what people feel when they're in your presence and when you're talking about what you care about and what you value. And for me, this is what I care about. I care about expressing myself through creativity, whether it's writing, whether it's video, whether it's through conversation. I care about being able to empower others to believe and dream more because I spent so much of my life as a kid being told who I couldn't be, what I couldn't do. And those are experiences that, you know, I might have been able to tell you about, I might have been able to show you, but they've molded me into who I am. They've shaped what I care about. And that, I can feel it in my heart, right? I can feel it in my heart when I talk to you about it. I'm sure you can too. And that's ultimately what I'm asking you to do, right? Is whenever you meet someone and you have the opportunity to start the conversation, don't ask them what they do. Ask them what they care about, right? Because what they care about gives them the opportunity to tell you a story about their life, their experiences that have molded them into the person that they are today, the person that is standing in front of you, the person who is waiting for that connection to happen. And at the same time, if you're asked that question, then do the same, right? Steal my answer if you want. Say I have what pays the bills and I have what I care about. And if you don't necessarily know what it is that you care about right now, then this is a great opportunity for you to reflect on that, right? Take some time, be with yourself in solitude, and really ask yourself what it is that you care about, right? Not what your parents care about or what they told you to care about, not what your teachers told you to care about, not what your peers care about, not what society cares about, but what you care about. Because you are the only person in the world that is uniquely you. There is no one like you. There is no one who has the same experiences, perspectives, and views on life that you do. In that sense, what you care about and what you value is unique to you because your story is unique to you. So I hope that you'll take the time to ponder that for a bit, right? And when you have that answer, don't be shy about it, right? Because you never know. That person who's asking you that question, they might just be waiting for that person to ask them the same as well. And ultimately, right, the more that you make it known to not only others but yourself what it is that you care about, the more that you're consciously aware of what you care about on a day-to-day basis, the more you're able to move towards those values, right? And the more that you live in alignment with your values, the more you live in alignment with who you truly are. And if you live in alignment with who you truly are, I have no doubt that one day when someone asks you the question, so, what do you do? There'll be a day when you don't have to separate the two. When what it is that you do to support yourself is also in line with what you care about, fulfills you, and what you feel in your heart. So, with that, thank you again for taking the time, and I'll see you tomorrow.